Nope. Facebook. Jose is up there reconnecting. Hey y'all. How y'all doing? How's y'all week going so far? I'm trying to get a couple more views. Hey y'all. Hey Auntie, how you doing? So today's wine is Stella Rose Moscato. I believe it's pronounced Desati. I think. I might not be saying it right. So this is what I'm drinking today. I'll grab a glass so we can have a discussion. I'm good. Thank you for asking. Hey, Mel, Hey, you are. I was trying to see if, was waiting to, I got a couple more views, but I'm gonna start our discussion in let's say 3 minutes. Try to get a couple of people to get on here. How y'all week going so far? How y'all been? How y'all's doing? How was your guys' Valentine's Day? Did you guys celebrate on Monday, or is y'all celebrating this week? Hey y'all. Alright. I'm gonna get started. There's music in the back. How are you guys doing today? Don't be mocking me. Okay, go in there. Go in there and go eat. Your sister feeding you some food? Go in there. Mm-hmm. Alright. So, for the discussion today, I was kind of debating. I actually been debating about talking about this for a while. Me, I am not a person that just likes to, tell my business and stuff. I try to, keep it to myself and everything. But I had talked like to my cousin and everything like that, and she was just like, I think it'd be a good idea for you to be able to talk about it, and maybe it'll help you heal. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay. You are okay. That's why I told you to go in there and go eat. Go ahead. Go, son. Oh, God. All right, my bad, y'all. So, as I have it, the title is My Truth. And I wanted to talk, about my mother and everything like that, parents and stuff. Hey, go get your cup. Go get your cup. Where's your cup? Go grab cup. Aaliyah, where's his cup? Did she bring his diaper bag in? I'll give him his cup. My bad, y'all. Hey, cuz. So, yeah, I want to talk about that, because I know it has, how you just, you hold stuff in, or I guess you can call it like secrets and stuff like that, So, as a lot of you guys know, I lost, my mother at the age of 2. And was raised by, by my father and everything like that. You know, 2 is definitely that's a young age. You don't know what's going on and everything like that. Losing anybody is hard and difficult. First off, you know what I mean. Whoever you lose, it don't. You can't say to nobody like, oh no, I'm hurting worse than you because I lost this and everything like that. Excuse me. No, stop. Go get some ice cream. You want some ice cream? Okay, go get some ice cream. Go tell Lee get you a ice cream sandwich. Go tell her. You gotta stay in the kitchen and eat it though. Okay? What's wrong? Okay, my bad, y'all. Yeah, but like I said, it's hard losing anybody, that you love and everything, losing a loved one and everything, So definitely is hard for me. I deal with it. I still deal with it every day. And me letting you guys know this and me telling this, situation and everything, and I'm pretty sure, it's going to help me heal some, but that hurt and that place in my heart that's empty, I'm sorry to say that's not, it's not going to be filled. You know what I mean? Some days for me are good and some days are not. because some days, I just, wake up thinking about her and how it would have been if she was living and everything, how our relationship would have been, her just being here to see her grandkids, her being here to see, the stuff I have accomplished and everything. And then I always look at stuff too, like maybe if she was here, a lot of stuff I maybe wouldn't have to endure with these stepmoms and everything like that. So um it you know for a very long time, going to school, everything, this and that, I would have kids, the students and stuff, going to school, asking like, yeah, we always see your dad, but where's your mom and everything like that. We see your dad all the time. And, I would tell them, yeah, my mom passed. My dad's been raising me since I've been 2 and everything like that. And then they ask how she died and everything. And for a very long time, I was saying that my mom passed away from cancer and everything. That's what I was telling people. She had passed away from cancer and everything, because what she really had passed away from, I guess you can say that was a I guess you could say I was ashamed, or um I just didn't want to open up that can of worms, for kids is cruel, and then even though that they know it'll hurt somebody or whatever, they don't care. They'll say anything, and I think that's what I was trying to protect myself from, you know. I didn't want to, like deal with that and everything, and it's just something that I didn't want to open up and deal with and everything. So, um, once I got older and everything, because for for a long time, that's what I was being told, that's what she had passed from. But then when I got older, I ended up finding out what was the real reason how she passed and everything like that. So, mm. and and what I found out what she passed from was actually was AIDS. Okay, so um for some people, I know a lot of people think, oh well, you can only get AIDS from you're sleeping around, this and that. You can get AIDS from a lot of different things. It don't only just come from that. From my understanding, my mom had to get a lot of blood transfusions and everything like that. Um, Also, from my understanding, when she had me, she also had to get a blood transfusion as well. Um, you know, um, so back then, when AIDS was, when AIDS was hitting and everything, they didn't have the type of medicine, like they do now. Like it's people that walk around now that have like HIV and everything, and you will never be able to tell, because as long as they are taking their medicine and everything, they look perfectly fine. They look perfectly healthy and stuff, So, um, I didn't, contract anything or whatever like that. Um, but yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I guess you can say I was ashamed. I didn't want to, I didn't want to tell that, Yeah, that's, just telling somebody, yeah, that's what my mother died from and everything like that. Cancer is bad, but cancer sounds a little better than saying, yeah, my mom died from AIDS and stuff like that, So, um, you know, me, I even if she was living with it or whatever and was here, I, that's my mom. I love her. Period. So um, but that's something I have been, just holding that in and everything like that. It's me just growing up and stuff like that. Without a mom, it has been hard and everything like that. And like the people that has supposed to step in and help me and be here for me, I just feel like everybody, they have just pretty much, just failed me. And I'm not gonna lie, stepmoms that was supposed to be there and everything, supposed to step in, they they weren't there, doing what they were supposed to be doing. It was more of they felt like they were competing with me than actually trying to be there as a mother figure. Um, thank you, cousin. So okay, I am on my live. Can y'all go in there, please? Can y'all please go in there? B, chill out. Yeah, so it's, I don't know. It's just, you will never know unless you really know me, what I have endured, with stepmoms and everything like that. I always still smile and everything like that, but sometimes it really does be hard especially when I'm going through and stuff and I need somebody to be able to talk to or vent, and I be just wishing like, okay, dang, I wish my mom was here so I could just talk to her and tell her what's going on and everything like that. Um yeah, I always thought cancer, but I wouldn't have looked at Auntie. I always thought cancer, but I wouldn't have looked at Auntie no different. Thank you, cousin. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was for a long time. That's what I was being told. And I guess, I understand cuz probably, I was younger and they probably ain't want to put, all of that on me and everything. That's the only thing I could think that the reason why they had told me cancer and everything like that, but I feel ashamed in myself, you know, for not actually saying what really happened. But then it's like you just gotta think about it in the society. You know what I mean? Like some people do not actually have the knowledge, and they be so ignorant to stuff. You know what I mean? Like they really do. They be so ignorant to stuff. So just to try to avoid that type of um yeah, 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 yeah. Basically, protecting my ears, my feelings and stuff like that, because I'll be ready to go in a minute somebody say something about my mom. You know what I mean? Like, just point period. So yeah. Yeah, from my understanding, like the movie, how y'all seen like the NWA movie or Straight from Compton. That's what it's called, and how they had that scene with Easy E in the hospital and stuff. I was told that's pretty much how it was with my mom and stuff. Like it came so quick and everything, So like, yeah, So it's just it just be so just hurtful. Just think just thinking about it and everything like that. The first time I actually got to go to her grave site, I would say it was Was it last year? No, the year before that. That was my first time going to visit. Thank you, cousin. I try, I really do. I try to make sure I'm there for my girls and stuff, and I definitely feel like that's the reason why God gave me those girls, to be able to see how a mother-daughter relationship is supposed to be, because I didn't get the chance at it. You know what I mean? So I definitely try to make sure that I'm doing right by them and everything. I'm sorry, y'all. But like I really do, because I always be like, I just hope she's looking down like, yeah, my baby is doing what she's supposed to be doing and everything. And taking care of them, because that's what I try to make sure, that I'm always there for them and everything, because even with me being 31 like that, the stuff hurts. I wish he was just here and stuff. But I can't question God or anything like that, because stuff happens for a reason and everything. It does. I thank God that I had my dad there to take care of me and everything like that. But then it's like, I'm sorry. I ain't trying to make y'all cry and stuff. Um, but it's like I'm still piecing the pieces together and everything. I don't know all my family on that side. Um, I do have my cousins on that side. My cousin Chanel and my cousin Libby and my cousin Plachette. I have a couple of them, that I talk to, but I'm still learning stuff. I'm still finding stuff out and everything like that. So I don't still don't know everything. So like just finding out, definitely had a whole bunch of questions and everything. Um like how it happened, how did she get AIDS, this and that and stuff. And it's like I done got two different stories, from my understanding. Before she met my father and everything, she was messing with some guy that was on the down low and everything, and he didn't tell her. And that's how it happened. But then, I don't know if she had got it from the blood transfusions or what. I was uh hey sis. I'm sorry for the ones that are just now, tuning in. Um, Basically, I'm talking about, my mother and everything, how, for a long time, how I would tell people, how she passed was cancer and everything. I was telling the people on here, I was ashamed to tell the real reason. And I don't think it was kind of being ashamed. I just did not feel like dealing with all the backlash and everything with okay, so your mom had AIDS and she was this and that. I didn't want to deal with that. So, hey, I was telling them cancer. Yeah, that's what she had, was cancer and stuff, you know. Um, but that is not what she had passed from. She had passed from AIDS and everything. Um, um, yeah. I it did not get passed on to me. You know. Thank God for that. You know. Um, you know. like I said, you never want to question God and stuff, and some stuff happens. It happens for a reason. But then you be looking at stuff like, why? Why did I have to deal with all these? No. Um, why did I have to endure all this stuff with these stepmoms and stuff? Like, sometimes you would look at these movies like Cinderella and stuff like that, and how she had the wicked stepmoms and stuff, and you be like, oh, that's just TV and everything. You know what I mean? Like, no, that stuff be real. You know how you got some people and I don't know, they be dealing with stuff their self, you know, and everything. Because that's what I dealt with. Me, being a little girl, yes, you have your dad and stuff, but you up there like, okay, yeah, my dad's getting married or whatever, and oh, okay, now I got a woman figure in my life, and okay, so she gonna be here, and the stuff that you thought how moms are supposed to do. In my situation, it did not happen like that. Um, a lot of these females he was dealing with was, as long as like they had daddy issues, they felt like they were competing with me, and me being his daughter, I'm his daughter. Yes, um, we're close, and some of them thought it was so weird how close we were. All we had was each other. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, I always wanted my father to be happy and everything. But I never could understand why he always was going to these young girls. Like, what in the world? Why? You know what I mean? Like, when him and my mom got together, he was 30 and she was in her 20s. She passed when she was 25. Um, you know, and I finally had end up, yes, wicked stepmoms. Finally end up piecing it together. He's hurt himself. You know what I mean? And you know how men are. They're not going to admit, yeah, I'm still hurting, this and that and stuff. Like, he still was trying to find somebody like my mom. And you could tell a person until you turn blue in the face. You're not going to be able to find what my mom had in her in another woman. God made her. He makes us all different. You know what I mean? If we all were the same, it'd be boring. You know what I mean? So, um, I just ain't get it. And it was just, it definitely took a toll on me and stuff. I seen how it was taking a toll on me. I am, I'm working through it all. That's why I always tell you all about getting counseling and everything. You know what I mean? Because there's nothing wrong with that. Going to be able to talk to somebody, because sometimes you're not going to be able to talk to your parent or anything like that. It's not going to understand. And I have that issue with my dad where he does not understand. You know what I mean? And it's like, there's stuff that I'm still trying to find out about my mom and everything and all of that. Hold on, you guys. Oh, okay. I don't know. It was looking weird. My bad. I'm back, you guys. He doesn't get it or understand. I don't like, a lot of stuff trigger me with that. Him comparing, you know, these women's to my mom, and oh, you want to know how your mom's heart was and how she was? Oh, this woman is just like your mom. Don't do that. Don't do that. I find that in so many ways. I find it disrespectful to me. You know what I mean? Like, do not, hey Jazz, don't try to compare these women's to my mom. I feel like it's disrespectful, and you may not understand, you know what I mean? Like, because, you hurt too, because at the end of the day, that was your wife and you lost her and everything. And I'm not saying my hurt is any different from his, but just understand where I'm coming from and everything. Don't do that. But a lot of stuff that I be wanting to find out, or just talk to me about my mom, is like, when he's in relationships, it's like he can't he can't talk, or this and that, or it's, oh, I'm married, I can't talk about that right now, and I find that kind of crazy, because it's like, at the end of the day, these women, yes, you guys are yes, y'all are together and everything like that, but if you ever think that you gotta compete with the dead, now that's backwards. That's definitely backwards. um I don't know, it just be like, it'd be kind of hard to even trust people. Like, I have a problem with trusting, or these women that come in my life, because it's done been so many times where it'd be like, oh yeah, I know you dealt with this, but no, that's not me. I'm not like them, or this and that and stuff, and I let my guard down, and it's like it slap me right in my face. You know what I mean? And I hate that I do that, and it's like, and I guess you could say I'm vulnerable, or whatever, because I yearn for that mother, just that mothering and everything, and I can't help that, you know. So yeah. I'm sorry. I see that y'all are in here. Um, yeah, it's you irritating her. Kind of jazz. I'm just actually, coming out, and just pretty much just saying how my mom really passed. Because a lot of y'all that know me, I would tell y'all different. Yes. And you deserve all your answers. Yeah, I do, sis. But it is like, at this point, I don't know if I'm gonna ever get all the answers and everything. It definitely molds you into the great mother that you are today. Thank you. I appreciate that. I remember you first telling me and saying how you don't tell anyone. I'm so happy for the courage you had to speak your truth. Yeah, I debated so hard to do this. I literally had to call my cousin, like, I don't know. Should I get on there and say that? Should I, and she was just like, that's your story. Let them know what you had to deal with. Let them know, what you're dealing with and everything like that. Because it's other people that go through stuff, or done lost parents, or they done dealt with parents that have been in situations where, they was on drugs and stuff like that, and they be ashamed to sit up there and talk about it or tell it and everything, because people is so rude and so mean. You don't just be wanting to deal with all of that. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, dang, I'm already got enough heartache, and I'm trying to tell you, and then y'all wanna, okay, y'all get mad and stuff like that, and then, okay, that's something that get thrown in my face or something like that. Oh yeah, that's why your mom died from AIDS, or this and that and stuff. And people is cruel. So, like, I don't really open up to people. Me doing this podcast has really been taking me out of my comfort zone. Little boy, bring me that back now. I'm about to get you. Get out. Where did you just throw that at, BJ? My bad, George. But yeah, I didn't want to have to move, son. No. OMG. Come on. Come on. Oh, you're okay. Oh, you're all right. Yeah, so, and that is one of the reasons why I never wanted to, speak that up, because people, they judge so much. People are very judgmental, and I just didn't want to deal with that. I felt like I've been judged enough, so, I didn't want to deal with that, and then it's just so hard, dealing with these women and stuff like that, Like I said, I always wanted my dad to be happy, you know what I mean? But I always wanted to be where, okay, we could respect each other, And me, I had no problem respecting people. But then, on the other hand, these females couldn't respect me, So, which would put a damper on me and my dad's relationship, And um it's just so crazy, And crazy thing is, that year I had went, matter of fact, I think it was 2020 when I had first went. I had to actually, I found out a couple of things, but I had to go on like ancestry.com to make like a account and stuff and put her information in, because I was trying to figure out like her death date, like the year she was born and everything like that. I didn't have that information. So 2020, when I went home, was my first time going to visit her at her grave and everything. And oh my gosh, like I, my thing was, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get my mama a tombstone and everything. My mama deserves a tombstone. And when I get there, I'm asking the lady, like, how much does it cost to get her a tombstone and everything? And she's like, well, actually, you can't do that, because she is actually is a couple of other people stacked on top of her and everything. And I'm like, what? So I guess if you didn't have the money to buy a burial plot, churches, I think what happened with my mom, the church paid for it. Or they paid, well, I think they paid for the funeral, but the funeral place, I guess they'll give you a free plot. But the only catch with getting a free plot is that you won't be the only person in that plot. So my mom is at the bottom, and it's two other people stacked on top of her and everything. So, and it was like, I was willing to be like, okay, well, we could contact these people. We can all go in together and get them like one tombstone and add all their names on there, But I don't even know if those people's family is even living, But I do know exactly where she is and everything, So right there, I know I said I wanted to make her like a arrangement or whatever. I had to get like the stuff probably from Michael's to make the arrangement and fly back down there and put it in that spot so it could mark it, like get some fake flowers or whatever and do it so it can mark that spot. When I first went there to to go visit, it was like the feeling was, it was kind of overwhelming. You know what I mean? Like instantly when I got there, I just broke down and cried. Like, because it's like, dang, and it made me feel like she was there. Like it's like she had been waiting for me to come to come visit her and stuff. And it was like, Ma, don't be mad at me that I didn't come and visit. I didn't know. I didn't know where you were buried. I didn't know, where you were at. No, nothing. I found out stuff by me just looking and everything, finding it out and everything. But it's like I just felt her presence and everything there. Like I brought her like some yellow flowers and stuff, and when I was leaving from there, it was like she was there and like she was so happy. It's like the sunlight just was shining, just beaming on those flowers and everything. And it made me feel good, like we had found each other again, and everything. Like, because I just know she wanted, why it took me so long to come see her and come visit her and everything. I'm sorry, y'all. Um, yeah, but if I would have been known, I would have been had went to go, you know, visit her. So now when I do go home and everything, I try to make sure that I go there. This past summer we took the kids up there, and I got to bring my husband and my kids and everything, and they all put flowers on there and everything, so I know that made her feel good to be able to see her grandkids, to come, see her, and to meet, her son-in-law and everything like that. Because I just know she would have loved them. I just know. Um, and so yeah, it's never easy losing somebody. That's how people will say, oh, day by day, will it get better and stuff like that. Um, I mean, to each his own, how they think about that. Like I tell you, some days is good, some days is not. You know what I mean? The stuff that I've been enduring lately, I've really been yearning for, like, oh my gosh, Mom, I really wish you were here. A lot of this stuff I've been dealing with, I probably wouldn't even have to deal with it and stuff. Um, but I am thankful for the people that I do have, in my corner and everything. There's not a lot of people I let in, because, like I tell y'all, it's hard for me to trust people and to actually know that they're here to actually be here, or are you here because you're out to get some. I don't, it's hard, because the type of stepmoms I done had, like they'll show a good face, at the beginning and all like that, and then once they get in there, it's like all hell breaks loose. So it's like, and I try to let my guards down, and it's like when I let my guards down, excuse my language, but I get fucked over. You know what I mean? And it's like, even when I do get messed over, I still always forgive. I still always try to see the good in people and everything like that and stuff. And nothing's wrong with that, because definitely it's okay for you to forgive. You just never forget and everything like that. You do gotta forgive, because God, he has forgave us and everything like that. But um it's always been the respect part. It's always been, it seemed like these females always felt like they had to compete with me, which was so fucking weird to me. Like, what is wrong with y'all? I am not one of his side chicks. I'm his daughter. Okay, like y'all are really messed up in the head. Like I never understood that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it, but I guess the stuff I have dealt with had made me the strong woman I am today. But that type of stuff, when you deal with stuff like that, you have to talk about it. I'm sorry, you do it in your own time when you're ready to talk about it, but you have to talk about it because that shit will take a toll on you. You know what I mean? It will have you treating the people that really love you like shit because you had so many people do the same stuff to you. You know what I mean? It's like over and over the same person or a different person. Okay, now this person coming into my life. Okay, let's see how they gonna be. They already know what I have dealt with. And it's just like our kids. We got kids and everything, and you have to deal with each kid different because they're all different. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they like a how can you put it? Like a delicate flower. You gotta learn how to deal with that person. You don't try to tear that child down, especially after you already know what this child has been through. She done had these weird women in her life that is supposed to be there and supposed to be mother figure to her and stuff, and you would think that they would get the picture or understand or be like, dang, I don't want to have to put this girl in here. Even though I'm 31, it's like when I dealt with that stuff and that the stuff with the stepmoms and stuff like that, my inner child came out. Like, why me? Why? You know what I mean? Well, what's so bad about me that y'all want to treat me like this? Don't y'all see I already endured hurt by losing my mother at 2? Do y'all not? Did y'all not see that? Did y'all not understand that? Did y'all not think, let me come in here and let me try to handle this the right way instead of, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But I know I had to learn that you can't never expect yourself from other people, And I know, like I was talking to my cousin, I'm like, I get hurt so many times, and I still forget these people and still try to have them there, this and that and stuff, take a little break and still try to have them there and everything like that. And I was telling her, like, I hate that I'm this way. Why the heck do I do this? And I try to forget that person and I get slapped in the face again. You know what I mean? Like, why? And she just ended up telling me, like, because for real, to be honest, you say you hate how you are and how you're just forgiving and caring and like that. And she was like, your mother, that's how your mother was. She would help. She'd help anybody, give you the clothes off her back. She was always helping. And it's crazy because that's what I do. I always try to help. I always want to help somebody because I always look at it as, if I was in that bind or in that predicament, I would want somebody to do the same for me. But it makes me feel good that I do got a piece. Like, okay, my heart is like my mother's and stuff that trickled down to me, you know. Um, and so it's like not all of her is gone, I do still have pieces of her and stuff, but I literally gotta find out more. When I went to her gravesite and everything, my thing was I was wanting to get like her death certificate, and I came close to ordering it and everything, but it was like it's almost like I got scared of either what it was gonna say on there or whatever, like, or what I was gonna find out. I was scared, so I didn't order it. But I know, thank you, cousin. Hey, cousin. Hi, Levon. Hey, Ann. Oh, thank you, Nitra. I'm sorry. You guys have been in here. She knows. She always been with you and always will be. Thank you, Ashley. She understands. She knows. You know, a mother's heart. We understand. Thank you. Thank you, Sharnice. Uh, um, um, thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry, a lot of y'all was coming on here and I didn't even see. Oh, thank you, because I'm okay. Just uh, just emotional. That's about it. It's, you know, I just wanted to tell my truth and everything about just really what went on and how my mom passed. Um, and and what I was telling people and stuff, how I was telling people that she had died from cancer and stuff, and I just felt I've been um, dealing with it, if I should talk about it or not, what really had happened and everything. And I felt like I should end up telling what really happened and how she passed and stuff. And I was just saying that she ended up actually passing from AIDS and everything like that. And I was just saying, for a long time, I would just tell people that she passed from cancer, to minimize all the backlash and stuff. Cancer sounded better to me than telling somebody, yeah, my mom died from AIDS. You know what I mean? So, like I said, you know, people could be cruel, and you know how people do nowadays. They get mad or whatever, and they throw stuff in your face or say stuff to try to hurt you and stuff, and that's just something I didn't. Oh goodness, that's just something that I didn't want to have to deal with and everything. Um, I didn't. Like I like I was telling you guys earlier, I'm still trying to piece everything together. I'm still finding bits and pieces about my mom, who family is and everything like that. I'm still trying to figure stuff out. I don't I don't know what else to really do or add. It's just so many other questions I have and everything. Like, I need more pictures. That's why a lot of times you guys see me share the same pictures, because them are the only pictures I do have of her and everything. But now it's getting down to where my kids are starting to ask about her. How was Grandma Angela? Um, they really starting to ask and everything. So it's like I definitely want to find out more to keep her like legacy alive, and tell them, this is how she was and all of this and stuff. So um I don't know how to go about that. I made the ancestry.com And I found out a little bit on there. I mean, because I never knew the actual death date, when she passed and everything like that. I knew her birth date, but I didn't know the year she was born. I was able to find that on there. Her death date, I was able to find out on there. And the crazy thing is, her death date was July 24th. I have to go on my phone to see the year, but she was 25 when she passed. And my son, when I found out I was pregnant with him, my due date was actually July 25th. So finding that out was just so crazy. Like, your grandmother's death date was the day before you was actually supposed to be born. But I end up having him in June instead of July. So it was, that was so crazy to me. you know. But yeah, yeah, it's just like it's just crazy. It's like a lot of times I sit here and I just wonder what it would be if she was here. Uh, and everything, but God already had stuff written and out and how stuff was supposed to be and stuff. And I did know that I was supposed to have two brothers. I actually was supposed to be the baby. I would have been the baby girl, and I would have had two older brothers and everything. But my mom miscarried with them. I know one in a car accident. I'm not sure how she miscarried with the other one. I'm still piecing together and stuff. And when they did end up trying again, they end up getting me. You know, which is dope and everything. But yeah, it was kind of lonely just being, the only child and stuff like that. But I made it through. And I think that's why a lot of times that I don't care about being by myself, or if I talk to anybody or anything like that, is like, shoot, I came into this world by myself. I was by myself. It was a time where I had no siblings, until my dad started to remarry and everything like that. Um, but yeah, so it's just, don't, we hold on to stuff. There's people that have dealt with stuff with their parents, where their parents was on drugs, or their parents was abusive, or their parents was alcoholics. So many things, but we hold that secret in, and we don't ever say nothing or tell, because sometimes you might be getting told, don't ever say nothing about this or whatever. You keep that to yourself and everything like that and everything. And sometimes not telling it is causing you not to be able to heal. You know what I mean? But you do it when you're ready. You don't do it when somebody else tells you you're ready to tell this and everything. I would definitely say you do it when you're ready. Because like I said, like I was telling you, I was fighting for a long time if I should talk about this or not. Should I get on here on live and tell what really happened to my mom? How, what is that going to look like? What are people going to say? And quite frankly, I don't care. I don't care what nobody has to say. My mom was my mom. Yes, she passed from AIDS. Okay. Like I said, back then, they didn't had a medicine that they have now, and then you know, so it's like, I don't care. I don't care what nobody say. My mom was my mom. I loved her, and even if she was living with it or whatever, I still wouldn't look at her no different, because things happen and everything. So, but yeah, I I felt like it was good to be able to talk about this. I definitely had to call my cousin Chanel to ask her, for some guidance. Do you think I should talk about this? Is this, is you think it's going to be okay? Do you think I should ask my dad, if it's okay, to talk about it? Because even though we have our issues and stuff, I still wanted to, still be respectful about it, and everything. I don't, want to, step on any toes. But then she also was telling me too, like, that's your mom. This is your story to tell, So, and she was just telling me, if you ask him and he says no, then what are you going to do? You know what I mean? So I just end up scratching that out by asking him. I just wasn't going to ask him, about is it okay if I talk about it or whatever, because like she said, this is my mom. I have the right to talk about it and everything, is yeah, it's just it's crazy, y'all. It really is. So excuse me. I just make sure that I try to be the best mom I can be, to my kids and everything, I really do. I try to make sure that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do with them and everything. I always try to make sure that they feel like they could come talk to me about anything, because I'm sorry to say, thank God I did have my dad, and he did raise me. He did do a good job. I would never sit there and say he didn't do a good job, uh, picking the right women. Maybe not, but who am I to say or whatever? But he did do a good job, but it was kind of hard. I think it was kind of hard for him. I would have to tell him a lot. Okay, now remember, you are my father and my mother. So sometimes I'm going to need you to, okay, be in dad mode, and then sometimes I'm gonna need you to snap up out of dad mode. I'm sorry. I'm gonna need you to go into mother mode because I need to talk to you and I need to vent to you. I don't need you being harsh and yelling and screaming and stuff, because that didn't help. So since that was the way that he went about things, I couldn't talk to him about stuff. I couldn't vent to him about anything, because he was that's just how he would deal with stuff, the yelling and everything, and it's so crazy because it's times where we would have that rub off on us, and I try not to do that with my kids. I try to make sure I talk to them and everything. I try to make sure we have a good relationship where they could come and talk to me about anything, and that's actually what goes on. They come and talk to me about any and everything, and I love it because, and it just makes me go back and just think about, like, oh my gosh, this would have been so dope if I could have done this with my mom and been able to just talk to her. It's only if heaven had phones, right? Or you could just call, hey ma, this how I'm doing down here, all of that and stuff, and I always just say, I hope you're proud of me. I really do. I hope that she's proud of me of the stuff that I am trying to do the stuff I am trying to accomplish and everything, you know. Don't get me wrong, it has been hard not having a mom, you know, and then having women figures that's supposed to be there and them just failing you. It's something you just can't explain. But I will say, when I moved down here, we had came down here to take care of my great grandmother and everything, and she was a mother figure. She really was. She was a mother figure to me. I love staying at and that was my great grandmother, you know, and out of all the grandkids, you know, they were able to call and talk to her and stuff, but I was able to actually be there with her and have a bond. And when I say she stepped in as a mother, she really did. She taught me how to be a young lady and everything, you know, how to go about situations and stuff. She taught me how to cook and everything, and she is one of the reasons how I started Diversity's Kitchen. It was like in remembrance of her when she passed. So like my grandma was almost like, I guess you could say, like my best friend, you know. She was stern and everything like that, but I could go to her and talk to her about anything. I remember when I got pregnant with Angie, I thought she was going to chew me out, but she didn't. She told me everything was going to be okay and everything. And I remember when it was getting close for me to go into labor and stuff, I was staying at her house. So she kept an eye on me so I wasn't at home by myself and everything. And she just loved on them. The only two that I got to meet her was actually Angie and I. And she just loved them. She would always tell me, bring them over, Jay, bring them over. She got to live to be 102. And when I found out about her passing, and it was so crazy because I had a Leah, and I was planning on taking us all out there so they could go see her and meet her. And next thing I know, she was gone. So it was like when I lost her, oh my gosh, it hurted so bad, you know, like it hurted so bad because it was like, okay, I finally, you know, I got somebody here that actually cares. They're not just here just to say they here, and they're not here just to act like they're here because they're trying to get with my dad or whatever like that and stuff. She was there. She took the time out with me, you know. So when I lost her, that hurt so bad, you know. I think about her all the time and stuff, you know. But she was definitely there. She was definitely the mother figure I needed, you know. She really was, you know. So I am done crying, okay? I feel like I've been crying this whole live with y'all. I'm so sorry, you know. But yeah, you know, days are good. Some days are bad, you know. I won't say they be necessarily bad, but sometimes I definitely will get down in the dumps, you know. I'm just wishing she was here, you know. But she is still here with me in spirit and stuff. I know I was saying I need to find somebody that'll do like a portrait, and I have a picture that I want painted so I can have her, you know, like in my house, so the kids can see her and everything, you know, because like I said, my kids are starting to ask about her and everything, and it makes me feel so bad because I don't know a lot, you know. I don't know a lot, you know. I have crazy thing, I have had people where they came to add me and stuff, and because like I said, I'm still meeting family. I don't even know all of my family on my mom's side and stuff. Found out my mom is from Baltimore, Maryland. I got family down there. I done had friends she went to high school with that had found me on Facebook, which is so crazy. And I'm on there trying to get answers out of them, asking them questions. What was she like? Do you got pictures and everything like that? At least I can have pictures to look back at, pictures I can share with my babies, so they know about what they call her, their grandma Angela and everything. But like I said, and this was here for me to be able to, you know, to have some healing, um, because having some healing is definitely good. I would definitely won't get over losing my mom. That's just a piece of my heart that's gone. You know, it really is. But I do have some of my cousins and stuff are like, believe it or not, the older you get, you look like your mother and everything. They're like, you look like your mom and stuff. So, finding bits and pieces about her, you know. And I think with me doing this live, now I can build up the courage to actually go ahead and order that death certificate. As I said, I wanted to have it. I wanted to have one for myself, so I could see it and everything. It's like so much more I want to find out, but there's no telling if the same. You know what? I don't. To be honest, I don't even know. Even with me being her daughter, if they would be able to even tell me some of the stuff, if I even found the same, if the same doctors are either like living that took care of her and everything like that. I don't know how that'll go. That'll be something I need to look into and everything like that. Because yeah, I definitely feel that I deserve some answers, because some stuff is still not clear. You get what I mean? And it's like, okay, back then I understand you. I was trying to keep stuff, this and that, because I was young. I'm 31 now. I believe it's time for me to know everything. Lay everything down on the table. Lay it out. What happened, this and that and stuff, And then it's so crazy. Like, I'm thankful for my cousin Libby and Chanel, my cousin Plachette. The few of them that I do have and everything like that, that do mess with me and talk to me and be able to give me, advice and stuff like that. But I really wish I had a better relationship. Yeah, my mom she has siblings. My mom actually was a twin. So, it was Angela and Aaron. So my mom got a twin brother. He's still living. My Uncle Charles is still living. My Aunt Sandra, they still living, but they don't, I'm sorry to say, they don't deal with me. They don't, and I truly don't know. I feel like they still holding on to more of the stuff from my dad, because my dad taking me to raise me and everything. I think that was the issue right there. And it's probably more. It's probably deeper than what is actually being told. It's probably deeper. You know what I mean? But yeah, I've noticed they wouldn't, really deal with me. Like, I have my uncle Charles. He's on my Facebook. Like when I post about the kids, he'll come on there and comment and tell the kids happy birthday and everything like that. But that's about it. Yeah, I feel like they should. I do. It's just that if we're gonna talk about it, let's actually talk about what happened. Don't try to uh go the opposite way and say, oh well, your dad, da 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 da. I don't want to hear none of that. Because it is hard to find guys that'll sit up there and actually want to take care of their kids. You know what I mean? So don't be mad at this man because he ended up getting his life straight so he could take care of his child. You know what I mean? Like that's crazy. I even been told that my mom wrote a letter stating that she wanted my auntie to take me if anything happens to her and stuff. But that could be the truth. That could be lies. I have no idea. I can't say what's the truth and what's not because I don't have a letter. I haven't seen it or anything like that. So I really can't tell. I don't know. You know? So I don't know if you're saying this to, people back then took pics for nothing to me. I'm going to always keep pics for my babies and etc. Exactly. I got like 4,000 pictures for like memories. And then I tell the kids that, because stuff like this, they can always go back and go look and everything. And I only got like probably like maybe probably about a good 4, I would say, pictures I have of her. I say about a good 4, I think, and everything. And I know y'all seen the picture that I posted where she's sitting on the bed doing my hair and stuff, and I have a picture where I'm sitting on a wood floor with Angelique by me, and it's like almost similar in the pictures. I have to post it for y'all. I wish I could do it in the chat because I'm not. Y'all, do y'all know if y'all could post pictures in the chat? Yes, pictures are definitely important. Definitely bring back memories. Yeah, it does. Cause, like I said, that's all I have is that, and then the little stuff that my cousins and stuff, they tell me like, oh my gosh, when you was a baby, you was such a beautiful baby. When your mom had you, she was so happy. She always would dress you up and put you in pageants and everything like that. Like, and so just being able to hear about, how she was and stuff, it warms my heart, you know. It's just like she's still here, she's still here in my presence and everything like that. It's, and like I tell y'all and everything, it's good to talk about it and everything. Like I said, this podcast has been bringing me out of my comfort zone. I just know this is something that I've been needing to heal with, because for a long time it was just me keeping a secret about what's really happened, what really went on, how she really passed and stuff. But now I don't care who knows. Y'all can talk if y'all want. Y'all can say what y'all want to say. And I can care. I can really care less. Like, for real. Stuff happens. And unfortunately, it's almost like she was dealt a bad card. you know, and it just makes me think, like, how did she feel in those last moments, you know? It makes me, when I watch, what is that movie, oh my goodness, Best Man Holiday, and how the mom, you know what I mean, what was it, the scene where she's trying to help the girls put the ornaments up there and she falls, the ornament breaks and everything, and she sits there and she just starts bawling, like, what about my kids, you know? Why do I gotta leave my kids behind? What about my kids? You know, it makes me bawl and stuff like that, because it makes me think about my mom. Like, is that how she was? How, you know? I want to know that type of stuff. What was her last thing she said? You know, how was she? You know, was she like what? I just want answers. Because some of the things I'm hearing, she was good, she was okay, and she was supposed to come home that the following day or whatever. But then that following day, she was gone. You know, so it's just a lot, y'all. It's just a lot, and holding on to so much stuff and so many secrets it could take a toll on you. It really can. And it's just like definitely in the Black community, we are taught that don't say nothing, keep that to yourself, this and that and stuff. But I would love to be able to help somebody else as well that done went through this. Not necessarily losing a parent or a mom or whatever, but you guys know what I mean and what I'm trying to say and everything. Um, yeah, but I do really appreciate you guys for not being judgmental, and just sitting here and listening and everything. I apologize. I know I've been crying this whole little this whole little live and stuff. I knew it was gonna be emotional trying to talk about it and everything. I really did. Like it's never easy losing a parent, a loved one, anything. Like it's not. Day by day I get through. Like I tell y'all, some days it's good. Some days is just bad. Good night, cuz. I love you too. But I'm gonna get through it. God has helped me. He has been helping me, and I know He's going to continue to help me. And He's going to be able to give me the answers that I need. But I appreciate you guys and all the encouraging words and everything like that. I really appreciate it. Oh, Mel, I didn't see you said love me. I love you too. Love you too, Nitra. Ashley, thank you. Sis, Neat, thank you. Jessica, thank you. Sharnice, I love you too. I thank y'all for supporting. I'm sorry, I'm just looking through all of this because a lot of comments I missed. Call me a thank you. Thank you. I thank you. Sis, thank you. Thank you, Charlotte. Yes, that's your testimony. I'm glad you're ready and she was beautiful. Thank you, sis. I appreciate it. I appreciate everything. There's a lot of work, especially when babies. Just keep the work you and be. Thank you. Thank you, cuz. I see. I wasn't trying to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm knowing you're a wonderful mom. Thank you, Jasmine. Leisha, I wasn't trying to make you cry, sis. Oh, dang. I ain't even see when she said that. Asking why was it my first time. My cousin had asked why it wasn't my first time going to her gravesite. To be honest, I don't know. You know, my dad never took me or anything. You know, yeah, that's true, Jessica. It is never easy. Yeah, he never took me. You know, I don't think it was purposely or anything like that. And maybe he wasn't ready. That's the only thing. That's the only thing I could think of. The reason why I hadn't been there and everything. So, but I end up doing it, and I make sure that I go. And if I can't go Mother's Day, I make sure I call my cousin and everything. Make sure my mama gets some flowers, put on her grave and everything like that, so she knows that your daughter is thinking about you. I know I'm not there to do it myself, but you know, I make sure. You know, I put, you know, she knows and stuff. I know, sis. I was just feeling what you were saying. Yeah, I know you is, sis. You know, I wasn't trying to make you all cry. I just felt like it was time to tell. You know what I mean? And not try to have been just keeping it. You know, I just thought I should have, you know, just come out with it. You know, it was just because for a long time I didn't want to have to hear the negative comments. Thank you, sis. You are too. You know, I really try to be strong for the kids and stuff like that, you know. And I hate them to see me cry and stuff and everything, and they don't understand. Like, some days, you know, and it's so crazy because they know when a day ain't good. And then, Mom, are you okay? What's wrong with you? You look sad and stuff. And I just tell them, I'm not sad. I'm good. I'm okay. Mom's okay. Whole time I'm really just in one of those moods, missing my mom, and that's what it be, you know. You know, so some days it's good, some days it's not. It's never easy. You know, it's not going to be something that's just going to heal. That piece of my heart is always going to be gone. You know, and so but I appreciate you all listening and everything. For ones that had came on here, because I know you guys are probably, oh, what was the conversation about and everything like that. This the most guys I done seen came on my dang live since I done started. Sure. That's crazy. No. It's mine. He get the orange one. The orange one. Yeah. Well, open this for him because I can't open it. I don't know why they tie these dang suckers so freaking tight. Like, my goodness. Love you, baby. You're such a strong person. Right? Y'all are so close. They got you look up to them in those moments to feel better. Yeah, I know. And I do. Because they be so concerned. It just be crazy how they be knowing, Mom, is you really okay? No, we can really see that you're not and stuff. They always worried about me. I know they always gonna be there, you know. I love the bond that I have, have with them and stuff, and that, like, that's what I say. That's the reason why I believe God gave me all those girls, to see how a mother-daughter relationship was supposed to be. And I just know me and my mom would have been tight as well, so yeah. So I'm glad God has gave me the opportunity to do that with them. Really, son? Really? You recording on here? Huh? Really, son? Huh? Girl. BJ. No. BJ. You got started over? I hope not. What did you touch, son? Oh, no, you didn't. There you go. Thank you. Don't touch nothing over there. Girl, he right here. He up here doing that into my mic. So if y'all end up listening to the recording, the streaming, y'all gonna hear him he was speaking into the mic. Girl, yeah, I've been opened that. Girl, yeah, he a mess. Thank you, Jessica. I thank y'all though for listening and everything. Now y'all know I do my announcements. Let me do this and get off of here. So I appreciate everybody that supported and bought, like the little Valentine stuff I was presenting. Now those wine and rose boxes, I don't want to just do them for Valentine's Day. I want to continue to do those all through the year. Thanks, sis. You also have a good night. You got to get down and get it, son, because you dropped it. You see it? You grab it. Go wash it off. Go help him. Nope. Go wash it off with that Lee. Go ahead. Go wash your stuff off. So I wanna continue to do that, because you can have those type of you can use it for, like, Mother's Day. You can do it, for birthdays. Even if you just want to give somebody the wine, chocolate covered strawberry box or whatever, just know to remember to hit me up for that. Y'all gotta stop sleeping on me, y'all. Like, for real. Also, like I told y'all, Diversity's Kitchen is back. I'm gonna be doing dinners. I told y'all about Breakfast Fridays, where I only be taking 10 orders and stuff like that. When I be doing dinners for Diversity's Kitchen, that's also how I'm going to do it. And everything is, it be first come, first serve, deposit required and everything. I am going to post, I want to say tomorrow or Friday for next week on selling some dinners and stuff. So y'all be on the lookout for that and everything. I might go ahead and do either my taco egg rolls, because I know I had a lot of people asking about that, or either my buffalo chicken salads. One of those. I'll figure it out and let y'all know. But it's back. We on full-fledged mode. This time is definitely gonna be consistent, because I ain't gonna lie, I had an issue about being consistent because I had stuff go on in my life, and I let it just take over, where I'd be like, okay, I can't do this right now, this and that. But I already know with running the business and everything like that, you have to be consistent. Also try to find my different audience and everything like that too as well. I do got a couple events I have been thinking of. I'm gonna keep y'all posted on that. I have not forgot about the mommy movement boxes. I'm still trying to put put those together and everything. So just be on the lookout, I'm really trying to do some stuff out here. I'm also trying to get it where I add a nonprofit to the Mommy Movement podcast, where I could be able to get some sponsors and everything. So if y'all know anything or sponsors or anything that's willing to help you guys, please let me know. If you got the knowledge, please let me know. Because I want to be able to, I want to be able to where we can be a village mothers, where we can, if one mother is in a bind with something, we may not be able to help with the whole thing. If it's a bill, say she got a real high bill or whatever, we may not be able to help with the whole thing, but at least if we could be able to help that mother with something or whatever, and we just put in and give something, that's something I want to do. Because it's you have the single mothers out here, and don't think mothers that are in relationships or married or anything. Sometimes that we still be needing help too as well. You know what I mean? So we gotta just work all together and try to help. I'm trying to think what I want to do for that, because I want to start like some funding or something with that, where we can be able to have, maybe it's a mother that need $100 for something, or you got a mother that just need $30 for gas or something like that. That's the type of stuff I want to do with this and everything. So, yeah, I would love, for you guys to hop on board and stuff. Also, I still want to do my little celebration thing as well, because, like I said, Mommy Podcast has been going for a year now, and I still want to do my celebration thing and workshop. I'm still trying to figure that out in the kinks and everything like that. So I'm gonna keep y'all posted. Just continue to watch either my page. If y'all follow me on Instagram, you guys can do that. Definitely follow me on Instagram, Mommy Movement Podcast. And usually I got 3 different Instagrams for like my personal one, Diversity's Kitchen, and Mommy Movement. And so just pay attention to those, because I'm always posting on that. My story, I post stuff on that. So just be looking out and everything. I appreciate y'all, and I will be checking in with you guys. I want to start doing like either like weekly checkups with y'all, even when when it ain't time for for me to do the podcast. Just checking on y'all to see how y'all day is going and everything. I still want to do the workout little thing, or where we can meet up as moms, either at the at the YMCA. I say it's good, especially if you got kids. Ain't nothing wrong with doing the Planet Fitness and stuff, and it be straight. But when you have kids and you don't do a sitter or whatever like that, the Y is extremely good, because they got the daycares, and I know they got the little kid zones and stuff like that you can have them put in while you go work out and stuff. So I want to set up something for that. Just be on the lookout, you guys. I know my eyes is really low. All that dang crying and stuff. And this wine probably got something to do with it as well. Stop. But I'm about to get off of here, y'all. Okay, what up, guys? For people that's coming on here, you guys can always go back and everything to go watch the replay to see what the topic was about and what we were talking about. That's always an option. And once I also get it downloaded and everything on here off of off of my streaming, I will also post that on there so you guys can do that as well. I am always telling you guys as well that I'm always looking for guests. I know some of y'all don't be want to show y'all face and everything like that. That's very understandable. But you guys can, call in on the show where you can just come onto the Podbean live and just call in and stuff. Let me see how that goes, because I don't know if it's a number or whatever. I guess it'll show y'all once y'all come on there. I'm gonna practice it out. I guess I could try that next week to try to practice it out and see how it goes. I just know you gotta go on Podbean and everything, and it should be an option on there to call in, but you're able to do that. So I would love to. What's my social media? Which one? Which one? Well, I got a couple. Okay, Instagram. My Instagram is Mommy Movement Podcast. So, let me know. Try to, while you're on here, try to go and find it and see if you can. Let me know if you can find it and everything, and go and add me. I stay on here so you can do that. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm talking to one of my streamers on here. So, I think it's this. I love doing this. Being able to talk to y'all and stuff. Cause y'all have, what happened? You smashed your foot? You okay, babe? You big boy? You okay? You okay? Oh, you okay, son? You need wipe. You need wipe. Oh my goodness. Yeah. But yeah. Okay, I see you. It say that you started following me. Where are you from? As I see on your when you added me, it has the flag. Whoa, from Ghana. Oh, that's dope. Yeah. So I'm really out there reaching a lot of people out there. That's cool. You got any kids? Hold on, okay. Hold on one sec. I can't even see the message. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. From Ghana. That's what's up. I appreciate you. No, not yet. Okay. Take your time. Take your time. Enjoy life and everything. Kids is fun to have, but I always do say, you still young. Take your time. Don't rush into it and everything. But yeah, I appreciate you listening, and if you got some friends that are mothers, let them know about my podcast and everything. So I appreciate that. Yeah, that's dope. Son, here, please. Thank you. That's dope. I don't have too many males and stuff that come on to tune in, which I know it's a mommy movement, but it'd be cool to have males also to tune in to this, because some of the stuff I talk about, to see they point of view and stuff too. So yeah. All right, y'all. I said I was gonna get off. I still was on here talking to y'all. But yeah, I thank all of y'all for listening. The ones on my live, the ones on my streaming, I appreciate y'all. Continue to listen. Y'all share like, help me get my little downloads up. So help me get my downloads up, y'all. Help a sister out, But I will check in with y'all probably later on this week and stuff. See how y'all day going, and try to encourage y'all and uplift y'all and everything like that. Remember to always try to check on your people, the ones that's always seem like they strong and everything. They be needing to be checked up on. Remember that. But I will holla at y'all later. And I thank y'all for coming on here and engaging with me and definitely not being judgmental. And I will talk to y'all next week. All right. Peace. I got 133 views off this shit. What is this? The Devas?